I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it because I feel like education and personal stories can be a testament to somebody else, and you never know how your story can impact somebody, so I'm just going to say it. So sometimes when I've pushed myself, like told myself I'm going to go running, I'm going to go walking, okay, that first day I might be okay. You know, I might be all right. Walk around a couple of times vigorously, or try to run up the stairs, really push myself. Come on, Shay. Take my little energy drink and come on, run up the stairs. Yay, you're losing weight. Come on, get it. The next day, my legs feel like jello. I can't walk. And then I have to use my walker, which I keep hidden in my closet so that nobody will see it and nobody will ask me, why do I have a walker? Because when I overdo it and I try to exercise and I try to do something healthy and I try to get out there and walk and I try to run up the stairs and I try and I try to do these things that I'm supposed to do to help stretch my muscles, then the next day my body is so worn out and my legs feel like jello. Like I say that and they hurt so bad. My body it hurts so bad, like I can't even walk. And then I have to take the walker and then I have to use it around the house. Even on the days when I'm not doing something so vigorous like running and I'm just if I have like 3 appointments in one day and I have to take the bus here, take the bus there, and walk here, walk to this stop and walk to that stop, get out in Henrietta and walk 15 minutes here and walk 15 minutes there, and then I come back, like everything's okay that day, but then it's always the next day. And the next day is so hard. That's why I have to schedule my appointments so spread out in between each other because it's so hard. You know, and I don't want to use the walker, but some days, if I don't, that next day when my legs feel like jello and I can't walk, if I don't use the walker, I'm going to be stuck in bed. And I can't do that. Shay can't lay in bed all day. I've never been that type. I mean, even if I don't have any money, even if I don't have a dime to my name, I will get up and get out of this house and I will walk and I will go to the store and I will look around or something. I'll find something to do and I'll go out there and ask, do they need help with anything? I'll go to the computer lab and just get myself out because I'm not one to just sit, at home. So it's very hard when you are young and you're 30 years old and you have children and you have this whole life ahead of you, and then you have those days where you have a walker. But these are the cards that I've been dealt. The last thing, and I'm trying to like compose myself. How much time? Okay, I'm trying to compose myself because the last thing is so hard to talk about. it's so hard to talk about. Okay, so just take a deep breath. So the other daily hurdle, I guess, that I have dealing with this MS is losing the ability to button and zip and squeeze things. And I know that might sound crazy, but when you are doing something every day and then that ability is taken away from you, you feel just like defeated. You feel defeated. And when I have to go and ask my 11-year-old daughter to button mommy's buttons because I have been fidgeting and trying to button them for 20 minutes. When I have to like use a washcloth, you know how you get a washcloth like this and you squeeze it, like even me using all my strength right now, you know, like who squeezes like this? It's it is my hands. They just don't function like they used to, and just a bunch of things that I was able to do, I'm just not able to do them anymore. And people think that, you know, just because I go and put a big face on and I go and put my makeup on, like the struggle that I have just to do these eyebrows. I don't know how many times I have literally like poked myself in the eye, which doesn't sound like something big, but it is something big when you're constantly doing it 2 and 3 times a day because your coordination is off, because your hands, okay, are not as stable and as strong as they used to be. And, you know, people laugh when I make jokes about not wanting to hold anybody's baby. But it's not all because I'm not a baby person, because I'm not a baby person. But it's because my hands are so unstable. And they just don't function like they used to. And a lot of things I can't do that I used to be able to do. I mean, just the thought of, you know, I'm 30 now, and it's only been over a year since I've been diagnosed. And just the thought of what may happen later on, what may happen later on with my hands and with my walking is just so scary. And I'm always like smiling and I'm just trying to put on a good face because, you know, I don't want to think about it all the time. I don't want to be stressed about MS. People think it's not a big deal. but it is a big deal to me because I used to be able to do so much more, like dance and walk far distances and you know, just something simple like baking, which is what I love. If I could bake all day, I would. And I can't use my hands like I used to frost the cupcakes, to decorate. And it hurts. It hurts so bad when you know that you were somewhere before, like, especially when I first opened up my bakery. I used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and bake cupcakes. I would just be mixing. I didn't even have an electric mixer. I would use my hands because I wanted to be able to put on my flyers that they were all handmade. I would be mixing by hand, making frosting by hand. Like every single day, I'd just be in there whipping up. I mean, knocking out 100, 200, 300 cupcakes, plus cookies and donuts and bagels and all these things that I had in the bakery, candy apples, and doing all this dipping and decorating and with the bags. And it's like, if I could get 100 cupcakes out now in one day, I'm happy with that. Before I could knock out 100 cupcakes easy in an hour and a half. Now it takes me like damn near a whole day.